Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
That's okay. On a live stream this morning, I couldn't figure out how to turn the lighting effects off on the map so that the players in the stream could see it. Thoroughly professional.
I hear you. Alright, that's two. Now let's see if the third one will work. So wait for Fancy Grounds to catch up.
I see Bob on the table. Big orange ball.
Alright, we are ready to go. Let's do this. So I was reading through the adventure path again, and found where they hid the information on a lot of these hexes. Paizo puts out some amazing art, really good storylines, and decent NPCs, unique monsters, as well as characters you interact with, all those type of things. But they really need to work on their logistics, especially when it comes not only to in their books, like the core rulebook, but these APs. Because you all should have been able to experience a lot of these hexes as you go through them. So I'm now faced with the choice of an info dump, where just reading through these different paragraphs of all these weird hexes you went through, ignoring it completely, or doing some half bobbled attempt to try to get some of them in there. So I think I'm going to go with the latter. I'm going to throw a couple of them at you, and maybe on your way back to the ship, we'll hit a couple more of these descriptions and things. I hate to do that to the authors, but because they put the time and effort to write this stuff. But hey, when it's way back in an appendix and there's no link, there's no mention to anything, it makes it difficult. So enough of me whining and complaining of blaming my mediocre GM attempts.
It's a fair assessment of the implementation. I think part of it is the implementation on the virtual tabletop as well.
That too. If I was the one who was going to, I have mind drawn blank. I've converted a lot of these, not a lot, but I've converted maybe 6 smaller ones and a massive 360 page book for D&D 5e. So I know what it takes to convert these things into Fancy Grounds. And in this particular case, all you had to do was put a little pin with a link anywhere on the GM map or the player's map of Noma. And I would have said, hey, what's this pin for? Oh, it's all the notable locations on Noma. That's awesome. Instead, I had to spend 15 minutes searching now that I knew it existed, to see if I could find the stupid thing. So, anyway, yes, now for reals, we're done. So, let's take a step back, look at the message of the day. You guys are the Midnight Core 7. You were hired by Midnight Core originally and put together as a group. And you were given the ship, and it was converted into the name of the Midnight Core 7. And then when you took over the new ship, it became the Midnight Core 7. And now that you've left that ship behind to go into the sun itself, you're now the crew of the Sun Diver. You're still the Midnight Core 7, but the crew of the Sun Diver is more pertinent right now. And you have arrived on the city Noma. Your whole purpose in life is to help support the DCI, which is the Deep Cultures Institute. And they have, ever since people found these bubble cities on the surface of the sun in the corona, the Deep Cultures Institute was founded because they said, hey, the people who made these bubble cities are still around. They still exist, and in fact, they are deeper within the sun itself. And it is our goal as the Deep Cultures Institute to find out who these people are and more information about them. Up until you guys came along, they were mostly just like Sasquatch and Loch Ness Monster hunters, where handful of evidence here and there, blurry pictures, but no real proof that their hypothesis was correct. You guys came along, Safar Portal fell into the sun after this massive psychic wave came out of deep within the sun. And you have been on several adventures which have led you to finding the Sun Diver, which is the only ship that you all know of that can go deeper into the sun than the corona, because of this special engineer and the way she made this ship, that it uses the force of gravity and radiation to power the ship and allow you to get deeper into the sun. You followed some coordinates that she gave you and found this city, Noma. And it is also a bubble city, but unlike the other bubble cities on the surface of the sun, this one has a purpose. Now, Doc might know, Orindor probably definitely would know, but do any of the players, are any of you familiar with Abalon, the planet Abalon?
No, the only
I've heard the
reference
name
I
before.
player know to Avalon is the Isle of Avalon from the Arthurian mythos.
Correct. So, what you're referring to is with a V, like Victor. What I'm referring to is with a B. Let me pull up a little image. There it is. Alright, so what you're looking for.
Why won't this thing fucking connect?
Alright, so here is the map of the Pact Worlds. Did that share? Or I'm not seeing it pop up on the stream.
I'm not seeing it.
Fuck you.
There it goes. Alright. So, right now you guys are in the center of the sun. But if you notice, as you come out from the sun, the first planet is Abalon. Now the
It's gotta be a
reason...
hot sun.
Can I get my character pushed to me? Sorry.
Clear. Alright, so close characters and open them again, and it will be there. So, Starfinder, give me just a second here as I'm trying to do a couple things. Alright, so the Avalon is important to you all. Everybody in Pact Worlds knows this is where a lot of androids come from. It's where the androids started. It's where the androids rebelled and gained their independence. It is similar to Coruscant from Star Wars in that most of it is covered with city. There are some of it that is destroyed and ruined, but there is no green life, there is no plant life. Most of the people that live on it live within these protected areas of artificial atmosphere, or are constructs themselves. And the reason this is of interest to you guys is they have a similar story to Noma and these bubble cities. The androids and the creatures that live on Avalon believe in these things called the progenitors that seeded Avalon originally and built these cities, built these robots and self-sustaining computer systems, and then left. And nobody knows where they've been, and then we're talking hundreds of thousands of years ago, way before the gap, way before all that. And there are some on Avalon who still believe that they will one day return, and those type of things. Well, you have found, since you've been in these bubble cities, rumors that the same race that started Avalon might be the same race that did these bubble cities. And therefore, by extension, Noma.
Noma.
So we might be at like the birthplace of, all artificial life. If Avalon was built by the people that built this city, they probably came from here to go there and build it.
And you're saying Avalon and not Absalon, right?
Abalon, A-B-A-L-L-O-N.
Yeah. I know. I'm just clarifying. I know how to
Yes.
pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct.
So in order to have a civilization that close to the planet, they have to be super advanced anyway. I mean, even if it's just random, hillbillies coming in, they have to know a lot of technology to get that close to the sun.
Yeah.
So they're obviously way, 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 way advanced already.
Yep. And so, as you've been going through Noma, getting back to Noma itself, let me show the map again. Each one of these hexes is like an experiment. Each one is very different from each other. There are these little prototype speakers that are small robots that are recording everything, and then they bring them back to the main computer core, which is Noma, the main center of the core. And so, as you've been going through some of these, you've seen different aspects of it, and you've fought a couple of different creatures, but it doesn't change the overall theme of what this giant hex city is meant to do, which is just to gather information. And so that is where you are now. You have just finished fighting this giant Hulk that was one of these robots that has either programmed to build and improve itself, or had some sort of virus or bad programming to where it was just taking things from all around its environment and adding it to itself and making itself bigger and bigger and bigger. You guys ran from that, and you now find yourself in section with these glass houses. So this section here is like a series of bungalows that reminiscent of some planets, suburban living co-structures, stands within this section. The street side of each home is made of transparent material. Prototype speakers, the little guy that you, like the one you have with you, is made dwell in these structures divided into groups. Some of them have individuals, some of them are smaller groups like families or couples. And as you're walking through here, you see the individuals perform different tasks. Some leave the area for other activities, and you see some of them coming back. You see some of them resting.
Like they're simulating life.
The one.
Is there a map?
Is there a map? Yes, I have a map.
Yeah.
The main thing that's a little different is that none of them act like they're aware of being visible or being able to see into any other people's homes. They pretty much ignore each other.
Weird.
So they're pretending, or
Yeah,
they actually can?
You don't know.
I still can't access my character. If I click a little arrow in the import character, I can find it, but I can't open it there.
So did you close characters completely and then reopen it?
Mm-hmm.
Because I see your character in the character selection.
Okay, I'll end my session and restart it then.
Okay,
So
sorry.
just give it a moment.
No
to load.
worries.
It's a minute to 9.
Sometimes it's finicky.
Persnickety.
Mm-hmm.
And...
How about
look at
being
that.
late?
No more.
Was there a map we're supposed to pull from the messages today? Or did...
There you go.
Right. That wasn't a message today. I closed it.
Yes, it was. Yep.
I closed it up thinking that wasn't where we were.
It's not where I am.
We don't know where you are, Roberta. We never do. Sorry. Sorry.
Actually, I had to wrap up where we were last playing Butthead.
Yeah, I know. Gotta razz you every once in a while.
I know.
All right.
So have we?
So where would you guys like to go? What would you guys like to do?
Have we figured out the proposal of what we're supposed to be doing here in this place? We come on all the bright lights and big city areas. Watch, the entrance is probably that semicircle thing right down there next to our ship, isn't it? She's meandering
There
all
we
around
go.
this whole place. All for naught.
Well, this next place
Got it.
looks very strange, kind of natural. Let's check that one.
Going to the upper right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. It's a little natural to me, but let's see.
All right, so as you make your way over toward that section, you see that the bridge is
What's this can?
out
Some
and
big-
is not. It has not been repaired yet.
Can we just use our jumpsuits? Can we just use our jumpsuits to jump over?
Section.
You guys, none of you, to my knowledge, have jump jets.
What do you mean?
Zoya can fly, but I don't know if she can take everybody else.
Nope,
So
I can
think
only
we should
carry
just
Molly.
backtrack and go around.
This thing looks like sea barnacles in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. Let's barnacle our way back around.
Yes.
All right, so do you want to go back where the prototype Hulk was, or do you want to go south into the
Let's
one?
go south and around.
South, west, and then north. Right? How? This isn't that big of a distance, is it? Like a few blocks or?
I think they're pretty big.
Each
They're pretty
one
big.
is close to 2 miles, 4,400
Oh
feet.
wow. Wow. Okay. I'm jumping up Allie's back then.
Was the prototype Hulk in the southwest or was it in the
Yes.
southeast? Okay.
Well,
Southwest.
we know that there was certain areas where that big guy wasn't. So we
Mhm.
should be able to like skirt around the edge of the city or something and avoid him.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've heard
Come
go
across
south, and
the
I've heard
right.
try to avoid the prototype Hulk.
I might try to avoid it. I mean, if we go right back across the bridge from which we came and just hug the
Was the Hulk in that hex?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all right. I say we go through there and try to avoid it. It's a 2-mile hex. The thing isn't that big. We should be able to evade it.
No.
we're not going all the way across.
Okay.
Just
Set up.
close to the edge and going up.
Yeah. Just stick close to the edge and get up and just. Can we set up like
Yeah.
a perimeter alarm or something?
Do
That
I?
follows us. Big bubble.
I doubt it would. That thing looks like it was adding parts of the building to itself, but as we got further out from the center where it was, the buildings were just concrete. It couldn't really like break through those and add it to itself easily. So I think it's probably going to stay in that area.
Ooh. Good.
Well, it
That could just be
activated,
me
didn't it?
making assumptions though.
No, but I mean, we saw the thing move for a little bit. We would at least
Yeah,
pick up
it was already doing what it was doing when we came up. We did not activate it.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was one of those you guys walked up and it then
No,
decided
we
to
walked
do
up
something.
because we heard big crashing sounds.
Ah,
Yes.
And we're
okay.
like, ooh, what are those big crashing sounds?
You never
Yeah,
run
exactly,
towards the
exactly.
crashing
Really?
sounds.
Yeah.
Don't look at the light. Don't look at the light. And we look
We
at the
can.
light.
All right, so let's
Yeah,
go with a group check.
Oh no.
No, not the check.
What happened here? Stop this.
There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's correct. Alright, and you guys are level 6, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
10, 6, 3, 19. Okay. see how you guys do. As you're skirting the edge, you come back in.
Oh, not great.
DC 19 though, that's rough.
Were you getting the
Now
night?
we're
Oh,
just depending on Twitch, I guess.
no.
No.
No. You were
Good
one
old
off.
Lefty.
Hang on.
Good old Lefty McGrew here. Saved the day.
I thought I got to re-roll because of something I had.
Keep those things to yourself, woman.
I know Zarael does. Let's take a look and see. You have a memory module to reroll knowledge checks.
Ooh.
Sadly, this is not a knowledge check, though.
You could say it was. You have the power.
And you're no
Great
longer guarded
power
by Bali.
comes great responsibility. I like the Black Cat's take on it. With great power comes no accountability.
All right. Okay, so as you guys are moving through, you hear this thing coming and you see it coming towards you all. I'm gonna just for the sake of argument, so we know who's doing what. Let's go in initiative order. You're gonna use one of your skills to tell me how that skill is going to aid you in getting out of here faster. So you could use survival to find a better way through some of these things. You could use an acrobatics to parkour, or athletics to parkour your way through here. You could use your strength or athletics to try to push things out of the way.
Do we have to include the rest of our party in that?
Either way. So depending on what you tell me and what skill, then that will determine how difficult a challenge it is. Alright, so we're starting with Doc.
All right. Doc is going to use engineering. He's
Okay.
going to survey the surrounding architecture terrain and look for a possible hazard that I might lure him into that would slow him down long enough for us to get away.
Alright, that's easy enough because that's happened while you guys were fighting it last time. There are several cul-de-sacs in different areas that don't have easy access for something of his size. So I'm going to say that's an
part
easy
one of my
check.
plan is identifying the location.
It's DC 19. Let's see.
Oh no!
18.
Fail.
Very close. Alright. Bali.
I'll keep looking.
So when Doc has like a technical glitch, Bali is going to use his acrobatics to like climb up onto like maybe like a lower building and like scout ahead, kind of get the high ground, and look to see if there's any like obstacles in our way.
Alright. So DC 19.
Bruh.
Oh no!
We are going to
Boy.
die.
We're going to
very
die?
horribly.
Yes.
I already know what my next character is.
16 and 17 are the two odd ones. Everything else has been 13 or below. You guys have not been rolling well. Alright, Zoya.
Well, I might as well take a page from Doc and try engineering, because she'll kind of see what Doc is doing and try to do the same based off of her aerial knowledge from the last time.
Can I lobby that my role be an assist to her role since I was so close?
There you go.
He said yes.
Wow.
God damn! Wow, we're doing great, guys.
I'm gonna die. How many successes do we need, Sven?
Let's see what Orendor can do.
Right now, we're all standing gobsmacked as it stomps down on us.
He's just like, what's that loud crashing sound? I think we should walk towards it.
We
Hey,
all
look at
turn
this
and run right into each other and then fall down Scooby Doo style.
That's right.
All
Yeah.
the doors in this are fake, so we all run to a different door trying to open it, and it's just concrete. We're all just standing by as it comes to get us.
All right, Orendor, what are you doing?
Well, I was going to use a spell, but I think I'm going to rely upon my natural ability for stealth and acrobatics, and I will be making myself invisible with stealth and hiding and moving out like that. So I'm going to go with stealth or acrobatics. So I flip a coin.
Acrobatics does not help you hide at all. All right. So you are stealthy, and you are hidden as you watch the rest of your party get destroyed. Twitch.
He's standing on the sideline
mi-
as the hand
I have a
goes
question
down.
for you.
Yes.
Have you gone through everybody? Can I ask you a question now?
Twitch is
not
last,
done yet.
so go ahead,
Okay, I'll let
Twitch.
Trish go then.
Okay, so Twitch is just gonna rely on his natural ability to burrow into the ground out of sight and move forward. So what is that? Athletics? If you're wanting a check of some kind?
I would say it could be either engineering, as you're trying to carve paths for you guys to get through. That would the creature couldn't get through, or it could be athletics to try to get the speed to do that. Sure.
I will go with engineering. That way other people can use the tunnel behind me.
Ooh. No,
Yeah,
fancy.
I'm a pretty big fella. All right.
I think actually Twitch is the biggest fella. There we go! There we go!
All right, and then it is going to
First
use.
rolls.
One moment.
I just had a question for you about the spell mirror image.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to create a duplicate of myself. If I were to use that in this particular situation, I would need to be the pawn being utilized by having my image and myself to distract the creature. Because I can't cast myself as a duplicate and then leave, because as soon as I'm hidden, then he doesn't see the thing either, if I'm correct.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
extremely difficult to hide with mirror image because there are up to 4 of you. And
Right, but I mean,
these
I was thinking of it.
stay within arm's distance of each other. So they're all right there close to each other. They're not, if you were to do like an illusion, then you could separate from itself, and depending on the illusion you cast and the level of the spell, it could be autonomous. But
This isn't. Okay. Well, this is just about me. It's about it's a second level spell of illusion school, and I was just like, my thought was maybe I could be the distraction. I could create another of myself. I'll go and utilize those two to throw them off while they can escape. And I'm stealthy enough and thievery enough and everything to do something like that. So I thought, but then I'm like, eh. So anyway, so I'm asking, is that a feasible thing? I could sacrifice my position of stealthiness and actually be the goat and create a mirror image and go out and you know.
So you could try bluff or deception to try to draw its attention. Do what Zoya was doing before. Draw it away from everybody else in one direction as they're running the other way.
Right.
All right, so let's go back to the next round. You guys are not free of it yet, but it has not close enough to damage anybody yet. All right, so Zoya, what would you like to do?
Uh, well, engineering and computers are really my best shot if I'm trying to hit a 19 at all. With any other skill, I'm doomed. I'll roll another engineering check.
All right, so because of Zinlu in the chat, you get a +2.
Because it's what I get a +2?
Because of Zinlu in the chat, he redeemed a little help
Oh.
for the whole dang party.
Thank you for having pity upon us.
Yes.
It's not gonna help though. Oh,
It will help.
just barely got it.
Yeah.
All right, that's a success.
Barely is
Very
still
nice.
getting
There
it.
you go.
When I saw that 3 for a second, So I'm looking at Twitch's tunnel. She's probably confirming that it's okay to walk in. So she'll probably motion for the rest of them to start following down through the tunnel if that's what the idea was.
Sure was.
What?
It was the idea. I'm just going to talk through. Out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly. Zoya likes that plan.
All right, Doc.
All right, I'm going to rinse and repeat. You say I got a little help?
You do, +2. I'm normally it wouldn't work this way, but I'm
Mighty generous.
letting you guys do it.
He's trying to not kill us.
There you go.
Again,
And
looking for a hazard to try to lure him into.
2 successes, okay? So again, you guys are able to work together and find a nice path where it is caught amidst these 2 big buildings that shrink down, so it has to climb up on top of the building and over it to reach you guys while you guys are running through the narrow path. Twitch.
So do I just keep rolling in engineering just to make sure I'm maintaining my pace?
That's up to you. You can switch it up.
Pace yourself.
You can
Pace yourself.
do another engineering check if you want. It's up to you. Remember, I'll mention it to Twitch. You also could use your engineering and or your computers to mess with its shortwave communication. You know that you guys have that, and you know that they have it, so you could try to send it conflicting messages or try to slow it down that way.
Yeah, but how am I going to do that from underground? I can't see it.
Correct. You would need to. You would not be on the ground if you did that.
Right. So I'm underground. I'm tunneling, making the tunnel. So I'm going to continue moving forward with that.
All right, then go ahead and give me a
Oh, yeah, we could
Nice.
discuss these
Okay.
things.
And Bali.
15. Wow.
It's Bali. There we go. I'm still trying to get rid of these skip turns from the last fight where you guys were separated.
Okay, is it Bali?
It's Bali.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no, I'm used to his skill checks where you can only try one skill each. So I'm gonna switch it up, and Bolly's gonna go ahead and use intimidate on his own teammates to like basically get us like afraid of a common enemy and like into like crunch time.
All right, so you get a +2. Very nice. All right,
That'll
so
do
you have a
it.
couple. You have a single double success, and then everybody passed as well. Except we're missing Orindor. Does he have skip turn? Oh, he does too. Yeah. All right. So Orindor, you're the last one. What would you like to do?
Yes, I'm gonna continue with the stealth mode thing. I believe. Yes. Come on, baby. And that worked.
All right. So again, so all of you succeeded this time. So he cannot succeed enough to maintain his speed. So you guys are able to get through it and get past him and get into the next section.
Nice.
All right, so in this sector, the structures and the lighting mimic a biological reef. You've got violet light providing some relief from the yellow and oranges from the sun. Twitch, you can tell that instead of being built out from a skeletal frame, the reef-like edifices formed from really small, jagged, rudimentary shapes that are all mashed together with these smaller strands. And although these structures are in the open air, their design seems centered on the principles of fluid dynamics.
Like they were meant to be underwater?
So Twitch and Orindor. Zoya, what is your background? Your theme?
I've completely forgotten.
Should be on the main page in the upper right of your character sheet.
Xenoarchaeologist. Is that correct? I pronounced that correctly.
You did.
You
Yep.
did.
And I can do big
It
words
means you have Xena
sometimes.
abilities.
Yeah, so the all of you except pretty much, Zoya, Doc, and Twitch, you all can tell that, yes, these buildings would serve well as an undersea complex.
Fluid dynamics has to do with everything. All liquids.
Can I have, I guess it would be a physical sciences check to see if these structures show any of the wear that might be associated with actually having been underwater?
Okay. Give me that roll.
Under mercury. Covered in liquid lead.
So, you do not see any kind of evidence that there was actual water in this area. But it looks like it was built that way,
Fluid.
but there isn't any, don't see any actual liquid.
Are you guys sharing that information with the group?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to be like a downer or anything, but we have been in an area that just kind of got blasted by the sun. So, my concern is that if we're traveling through this, it's just gonna start flooding or something, so that these buildings will be underwater, and then we're gonna have to, like, not drown. I don't know if that's on your minds, but it's on mine.
You make a good question.
Fluid dynamics
The
South
alternative
Pole is
is
water.
to
Water would evaporate. There's no way.
the alternative is to skirt another side of this hex and risk another encounter with the behemoth.
Well, there's another area, right, that we would be have to go through anyway if we went to like the next bridge up.
We would then go into another hex.
Yeah.
Right.
We would be out of this one.
Yes.
And then you go. It's like going around the block.
And I mean that one might also be dangerous. So no matter what we do, we're kind of risking it.
That's right.
Anyway,
That's right,
I just
baby.
wanted to put that concern in your minds, and if it does happen, say I told you so. But I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
Somebody's mic is hot. I don't know who's.
We have our spacesuits, right? They give us a limited environmental. That includes underwater environment, does it not?
Yes.
Isn't it like a day per item level or something like that?
If you were wearing your armor and were submerged in water, you would be able to breathe. Yes.
It's just we would be at the mercy of things that move easier in the water than we do. But the environment itself, I don't think it will be a concern. I vote we proceed, but I'll go with whatever the majority is.
Can you rerun us, like, is there anything that can run an environmental scan to see if there's any, I guess, movement or any sign of, like, robotics types of things?
Unfortunately, my stuff was all short range. If we had an engine, our engineer is the exocortex engineer, right? You got the extra brain.
Yes, she is an AI. Twitch has an AI. Artificial intelligence.
It was the other gentleman, the one that was only at the game for a little while, that was the drone. If only we had a drone.
You have a Squawks. You have.
I have a Squawks, and he
a
can scout
flyer.
a little bit ahead of us.
We have
But-
Zoya.
Yeah.
If you want, I can go with her.
He's like dragging her at this point.
Look, man.
You gotta
He's not
give
gonna lie about it.
You gotta get yourself one of those like front baby packs, you know, where you strap the baby in. Just gotta make him one of those and just carry him around like that all the time. Well, if y'all are okay with me scouting, I'll scout. If anybody's got something that I can run short range scans with while I'm up there. It might be a good idea for you guys to stay at the entrance though, and so we know at least what's out a quarter mile, so we aren't running into anything beforehand. Or if it does start flooding, you guys can get out quickly.
I'll
It's up
also
to y'all,
point
though.
out that you guys have traveled the entire length of this planetoid little area. And it's the first time you guys
I'm in like, oh
have
no,
been
what could
so
happen here?
paranoid.
Well, we did
Just
almost
saying.
die, so.
Look, man, I will say, I am less afraid of water than I am of whatever fucking happened in that area that melted. So I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of water. It's nice. Maybe we all need like a little bath or something. I don't know.
Speaking of
Probably
almost
Hopefully not
dying,
water.
several of you are hurt. You have not taken a short rest since your interaction with the prototype
Derailed.
Hulk. Did you want to take a 10-minute break real quick?
Yes, I think.
Yeah,
Zoya's
that'd be
got
a
some
good
serious
idea.
fatigue.
Alright, so
Doc's got some fatigue.
here's a
Zoya
short
got
rest.
smacked good.
Can we use it?
If anybody
thing
wants
to
to
clear the
use
fatigue?
an RP, there you go. Do what Doc did. Click that little button on your main page. Appreciate the help, Zinlu. Nice to see you stopping by.
Yes, thank you.
Zoya, you're still hurt.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot where the resolve point one is.
It's right in the main page.
I did the wrong one.
Oops, why is my screen so weird?
Mine
Main page,
says
bottom right.
It's next to stab. I think it says stam.
okay, it is Sam. Okay.
The one in the middle. Yep, that's it.
I
If you
messed up
hover
and
over
pressed
it,
the one to the left of
it'll
stab.
tell you. So, let me see if I can fix you, Mally. I don't know why that's being weird. That's weird. Try it again. Wow. Try this way. Nope. Interesting. Alright, anyway, current. I did let me fix it. Alright, so go ahead and do it again, Bali.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the first one is to stabilize. Second one is stamina, and the third one is stay in the fight. The other outer edges are you use if you ever die.
Oh yeah, because you can get up with 1 point by doing that. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Greetings, Atomic. Welcome, welcome. Got Zindu and Atomic in the house. Yep, Doubtless. He plays Dauntless on Friday. Alright, so you gotta take 10 minutes. The best thing you have to scan things with are your eyes. And you don't see, so it'll be up to you to. They have the longest range of any equipment that you guys have with you right now.
Alright, then she'll just take off if Molly wants to come with her. She'll have him hop on. She probably. Do we have any rope? Honestly, I feel like she's probably just gonna tie a rope around her waist as well. Give him something to grab onto besides her. So then next time when she has to throw him off a building, maybe he can do it a little bit safer.
Hey, to be honest, he has a feat that lets him take less damage from falls.
The only reason why she was okay with shucking him in the first place.
Alright, so Zoya is a little distracted by Bali, who keeps shifting around and moving around, and
he keeps wiggling.
Looking down and you're afraid he's gonna fall. He does have 6 arms, so he's never really in danger of doing so, but that doesn't mean his movement doesn't freak you out a little bit.
To be fair, she's not been ridden like a pack mule before until this point.
So
she was used to, at the very start, he had 4 hands grabbing onto her, but as time went on and he got more comfortable, there's only 2, and sometimes there's 1, and that probably stresses her out.
Mom, no hands.
Mom, no hands.
So as you're flying around, neither one of you see anything besides what was already mentioned. As you're going up above it as well, you see that there are different size structures and some larger ones. The northeast looks like it's made of a bunch of very small, tiny ones. So, but you don't see anything besides a prototype speaker here and there. You don't see anything larger than that.
Okay, I don't know. I honestly didn't say which direction we took off. But let's say we're heading towards the center for the sake of it all. She'll tell everybody that about a quarter mile out it's clear and you can start making their way that way.
Alright, so you guys ready? Gonna be heading out? Or are you gonna go to 1-1, or you're going to go to 0-0?
I think we should just try to go to 0-0 in a straight shot, but
Yes, I think we should.
Exactly.
Alright, so you shoot over here. Start walking over here. And by the way, if you guys haven't tried the dice tower in this theme, it's pretty cool because it lights up when you drop your dice over it. A little light comes
Really?
on.
as everybody throws dice into the tower.
Where is this?
Dice tower, it looks sort of like an old time phone with a light bulb on it next to it.
Oh yeah, it's hidden somewhere.
That's the actual dice tower. So
I'm sorry, what are we throwing in the dice tower?
I'm saying if you hover your dice over it, as if you're going to use it, little lights come on all over it. So it looks.
How do you access the?
That's
If
cool.
it's buried somewhere, how do you get the tower to come forward?
So
You
you can
move stuff
slide it
off of it.
around and then left. If it's not already locked, right click on it and it'll be.
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on these pages. So where would I?
It's
put it?
underneath.
It's
You'll
typically
have
the
to-
bottom right.
Yeah, in this theme it starts in the bottom right, and then you can right click to unlock it and then move it around, drag it if you want.
Must have been- I know that part. Find it. Oh, come on.
Anyway,
Swear to God.
alright, so you guys make it to the next bridge uneventfully,
Yeah, it's way.
and you cross over. Dun dun dun.
It's steampunk. This is steampunk.
Yes.
We have Soul with us still, right?
Yes, Soul is still with you.
We let
Okay,
Soda
I'm like-
die.
I wanted to make sure, because I'm like, I didn't want to get there and have Sven be like, anyway, so you left him with the prototype Hulk, so he's dead now. You know?
Sounds like Sven.
I did tell Soul to run when everybody was running, so she didn't tell him where to run, she just told him to run, so she assumed he was running with you guys.
So you see that there's in the center of this is a large skyscraper. It looks to be about 10 stories high, and it sort of dominates this hex. I lied. It's 40 feet tall.
What did you say first time?
Alright, so it's made of different material than the stuff you've seen. Do you guys remember what you've been seeing all along? Do you remember
Not water.
what almost everything is made of?
It's
Not
like the
water.
liquid, AP, no, that's not the right acronym, but like the liquid UPBs, I think.
Yes, the polyfluid, correct.
That.
And it's purple. So
Everything looks
a
purple.
lot of these, almost everything is some sort of purplish hue from or various shades of this
Lavender.
purple stuff that you've been seeing, the polyfluid.
Lavender, periwinkle.
But as you get into this one, you see that this 40-foot tall structure is made of mostly silver type metal. Again, you'd have to once you get closer to it, you can look at it a little bit. You do see that parts of it have eroded away. Part of it are maybe fallen apart. Maybe it's been damaged by different things. And so then, where those damaged areas are, that has been reinforced with the mesh and purple beams and things with the polyfluid reinforcement. And as you're looking at it, you see that the bottom has a bunch of different entrances all around the bottom, and including the that's just on the side. You can see there's about 8 to 10.
To 10. That is you guys.
I think he's pulling up the pictures.
Oh,
No, that's it. I have no pictures.
you gotta say over or something like that. All of a sudden it goes silent.
So I want to everybody give me a percentile.
Well, it's not good.
We don't know.
There you go.
It could be opposite day. If I can get in
doubt
there
it.
or not. I see nothing.
I don't remember if higher or lower is better, but I got an
Low is
11. Okay.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Alright, yeah, sadly they did not give us any pictures of this edifice, and the ones I tried to make didn't work.
All right. You want to go have a closer look? Let's do that. Can I have an engineering check to see what might be an obvious, determined entrance rather than, what may or may not have been knocked in the side of it?
I can help.
Do all the entrances look natural, or do some of them look, like a hole was knocked in the building?
It looks like they're all archways that are there on purpose.
Is it like the Wile E. Coyote tunnel sticker?
Yep.
Yes.
Puts it up and all I see is the black hole.
And the train comes out of it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me I would say culture is going to be the easiest check, but I would also argue for survival, maybe engineering on how the structure is built.
Zoya is gonna mention that this metal kind of reminds her of some she's seen in ancient buildings at Avalon. She's definitely gonna be trying to take samples, probably.
I will actually take that culture check.
And I'm taking culture as well. Hey!
Holy crap.
Think us my
Zoya knows everything
Yeah.
about this.
What was that?
Alright, so
Oof.
I'm on.
so as you guys are looking and comparing it to the other buildings around it, like I said, these other hexes don't really give you a whole lot of clues because each one is separate. And this is like the original, the core. So the culture is a little tough to figure out. But Zoya, you happen to see that there's, as you're flying around, you happen to see some glints, and you notice there's one of these, the other side to the north has some tracks that you don't notice any of the other sides having.
Like similar to like tire tracks, or like tracks as in like somebody ran up the side.
little tread tracks from the speakers,
Okay.
protosite speakers.
Zoya will kind of chat with Bali about it and just point it out and just casually say that they're there, but that's kind of it. And then she will make her way down to the base of the building and drop Bali off. She wants to fly up and get a closer look at this. You said it's a skyscraper? Yeah.
40 feet high. So I don't know if you would consider that a skyscraper or not, but compared to the rest of the hex,
Tall building.
yes, it's taller than the others. And we can't hear you chew. It's just a box, or whatever it is that you're digging it out of. Seems like it's right next to the mic for you. But no, I don't hear you chew. I would have definitely said something. It's one of my things that I just. Some people scratch nails on a chalkboard all day. I don't care. Chew with your mouth open in front of me. I'm going to say something.
Another one was one time I was playing a game with a guy who kept licking an ice cream cone, and while he was talking, he'd be licking the ice cream cone and making smacking noises while he was.
Yeah.
I said, dude, if you don't stop now, I'm kicking you out of this server.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Lick the ice cream cone or talk. One or the other.
anyway, so no, like I said, we can't hear you actually chew. It's just before you were whatever you're digging into. Anyway, I haven't heard it in a while, so that's awesome. So you guys work your way to the north. You see in this area, there's
I
4
freaking knew
doors. So, give me a number.
4.
3.
Number between what?
1 and 4.
4 doors. I said 3.
So as you go into 3, you guys work your way down. You see it ends in a curves a little bit, and it just ends in a crumpled mess.
So not that one.
1.
Maybe we should go back out and see which door the speakers are going through.
I'm going to let Beaker out of my coat and say, go find the opening, boy.
So you guys go to 1, and
Duty rat, you duty rat.
as you're going into this one, you see the walls are pocked with these hexagonal niches made of dark metal, and it makes it even darker because they sort of absorb light, and so even though it goes beyond 20 feet, it's dark after that because of these odd things along the wall.
Limiting devices.
Maybe we should go through doorway 1?
2. Chill.
And as you guys are watching, Soul says, "Thank you so much," and zoom, zips ahead into the darkness.
Maybe we are supposed to go through this.
That's a good sign. Let's go.
Right, there we go.
We're
I
heading
have
now.
a bad feeling about this.
Shh.
This is
No feelings allowed.
it's the
How dark is it in this dark hole?
Well, you guys are standing
Dark
under
under
the
the dark.
sun. So out here
Not
it's
very.
extremely bright, and normally the light would extend way farther than that, but there are no lights inside. So combined with these weird walls, it's almost pitch black from where you're standing, especially outside in the bright sun.
How many have dark vision, guys?
I do.
Not it.
I have low light vision. But once it's
I
like
have dark
completely
vision
black,
and
it'll-
blind
I have-
vision.
that
I have cool sunglasses.
So Bali and Doc are blind, is what I'm hearing. If we
And
go in,
I have low light
and
vision,
Orndor,
but I
I have
don't
low
know if
light
that
and
is.
dark vision. I have
Okay,
both.
it's not dark vision in this game. Okay, I have low light.
It is dark
then.
vision. I have dark vision. I have dark vision and low vision. Low light.
Yeah,
Anyway, the
which means
point is
that
that
my low light is not dark vision.
anyways,
whatever they do on both.
okay, cool. Well, Zoya has an extendable stick. If somebody would like it, to
You have a pointer, a telescoping pointer.
it's a carbon staff. It's made for knocking, hitting people. But it's retractable, so she
It's called
doesn't
a
use it
baton.
very often. It's like an 11-foot pole, like it's long. It's not a small thing at all.
Okay,
11
I'm
feet.
all
How
for
tall are
this,
you?
but can't we just like make light? Wouldn't that be easier?
I don't know what's
Nobody's
in there.
carrying
I
around
don't know if
torches
we
and
want to be
flashes
drawing
of oil.
attention to us just until we know what's in there.
We're already drawing attention to us. We are not robots.
It's true. Soul also just lazied through there like there's no tomorrow. Alright, well, if we want to make light, we can make light. Oh, gosh. I can't make light, but somebody else can.
Use my psychokinetic hand to light the way.
Oh, does my magma blade give off light if I like turn it on?
It has to.
It would use up charges per round that you use to do that.
Per round? Bruh.
But yes, it would give off 10 feet of bright and 10 feet of dim.
That's ridiculous.
And nobody has a flashlight
Sure we do.
in their backpack.
I have like no equipment because I haven't been playing.
Isn't there a
I haven't put
That's
anything
fine.
in my
cell
thing,
phone?
so I don't know even what I have.
I have dark side goggles.
Yeah, but you're wearing those.
No. Oh, am I?
That's
You
probably
think so?
why you have dark vision.
I don't know about that. Could be just a natural thing.
Well, if you go to your main page and you click
I'm
on
only
your
joking. I'm already on the main page. Radiation sweeper.
Huh. Do you guys hear that?
What are we hearing? What's
It
the
sounds like machines running.
Oh,
But it only went for like 2 minutes, so I'm not too sure.
Well, I'd be willing to be. It can't be dark everywhere in there.
Well, if we want to light it up, let's light it up and start moving.
So,
I'd be
do
willing.
any other magic users have the light cantrip?
Huh, I don't.
I am looking. I don't have anything. What was it? Where's the cantrips? So they're in the spells or no?
Yes.
Yeah, then the spell's level 0.
Yeah, no. I got an energy ray in my psychokinetic hand. Can a psychokinetic hand light the way?
So, psychokinetic hand is a misnomer. It's not actually a hand. You just telekinetically move things.
Oh,
So, simple answer to your question is no.
no. Got it.
So, I think
Okay, I
dancing
guess
lights.
grab and hold.
Dancing lights is the spell, so if nobody has
Yeah,
that spell,
That's
then...
dancing lights. That's awesome. Dancing lights.
I mean, maybe we should save that because it might be dark the whole way in there.
Or no, what I mean
it
is
has
that
no.
if none of us have dancing lights, is what I think is happening.
Yeah,
Show
dancing lights
hand.
is good for lights.
Okay, well, I guess I'm holding on to Zoya's kindergarten stick.
Well, I was gonna hand it to Doc.
I'll carry it. I'll carry it.
Alright, so she'll show you how to retract it and bring it back in and then bring it out and hand it to you. You can use it like a walking cane. Tap along the ground.
It's 11 feet long.
I don't know how long it is, but it's a long pole. I know that.
All right, well, let's get some
Alright, so
clarification on that one.
the two. Actually, I don't see anything on here. Did you do yours? Let's see. Yeah, you didn't do it either. Okay. Never mind. We'll talk about it after the show.
Anyway, if we walk into any traps, I'm blaming those of you that can see.
She'll have Doc walk behind her. She's got dark vision, so she can see just fine.
That'll work.
Bolly's like grabbing onto like your pant leg or something and just
She grabbed the tips of her wing. I'm sure they can almost touch the ground anyway. They're huge.
well, he's 3 feet tall, so he's not like itty bitty, but he's not big either.
Alright, so I'm going to say that you all have a little bit of. Well, Orndor doesn't need it, but because he has dark and dim light.
I have dark vision and blind sense.
There you go, perfect.
Ooh, that's
she doesn't
cool.
need it either. Zoya, do you have anything?
I have dark vision.
Okay. So Doc and Wally have little headlights on their helmets. At least keep them from banging into walls.
Split the fun.
You may want to invest in a lantern or something. You are correct. Most locations you go to have some form of lighting. This one does not. Alright, so
By design or by
as you work your way down the hall, I have Orindor and Bali going first. You see it turns around the corner and heads south. What are you guys doing?
Well, Bolly is like holding on to Zoya's wing, so he is with Zoya. I'm following the group. I'm letting
how
you
tall
guys
is
take
Zoya?
the lead on this.
How tall is Zoya?
I don't remember at a second. She's tall.
Oh yeah, okay, so like human tall or taller?
Alright, so then Twitch
Taller.
and Orindor are leading. What are you guys doing?
Bringing up the.
Following.
Actually, she's almost as tall as Twitch.
Really? Wow.
Looking at the Midnight crew, Midnight 7 crew, like size comparison,
That's the way you
she's
do it.
tall. Her wings sit higher than Twitch, but she herself is not taller than Twitch, I don't think.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty big though.
Yeah, her wings are like an entire second person.
Well, I was thinking like the size of Bali.
Bolly is 3 feet tall.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's
Honestly, if
little
Orindor
wing creature is only.
wanted to go for a flight test, he definitely could too if he felt like it.
That's for sure. I will be talking to you later on.
Anyway, what are we doing?
Leading the way into this thing.
Yep, we can make
I
it.
have my pistol is out. Laser pistol, a corona.
So Twitch, you said you're not going to be in the front then? So Orindor is going to go up front by himself. Zoya and Bali, and then Twitch and Doc in back.
Yes.
Somebody with some kind of vision needs to be in the back.
Well, then Zoya can be in the back. That's fine.
Okay.
She's not too fond of underground, anyway.
So, Orindor, Zoya and Bali, Twitch, and Doc.
Zoya. You just said Zoya. This one goes back.
Yeah, that's her name, Zoya.
No, I mean, she's at the back though, right? I'm at the front.
Yeah, I said I would go to the back
Who's
so I
behind
could
me then?
cover Doc.
Right. Who's behind me?
Probably Twitch, and then Doc.
So, Orindor, Doc, and Twitch, Zoya and Bali in the back.
Okay.
Is that correct?
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Do we want that to be correct?
Sure, we've
Why
talked
not?
about it for like 10 minutes.
Yep. Well, and Twitch has got tremor
Bali's
sex,
the
so she can probably
hand-to-hand
tell
combat, so it's going to take him 12 rounds to move up.
stuff.
All right.
It's gonna take me 12 rounds to get up there anyway if I can't see.
Zoya will be your eyes. It's okay. She's not gonna be able to take off in this cave.
Well, once we get to fighting, he'll have light. But like,
You'll have light when you're fighting. You glow in
Yeah.
the dark or something.
no, my sword glows.
Oh, okay. Must be blinding.
All right, so give me a perception check, Doc. I mean, Orindor.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Alright, so as you work your way around the corner, start heading south, you notice there is a large pit in front of you.
There's a large pit in front of me, guys. Don't mean a peach pit. Or a mosh
Don't
pit.
be a peach pit.
Could be a mosh pit. Corn on pit. See the core. See. This is all stuff that's made. It's not from rock, right? It's not rock hewn.
Well. That's right. You see a large circular hole with water in the middle. You know I mean well.
Deep.
It's a deep subject for a shallow mind. Anyway, enough with the well puns. I blame Zinnu since he started it.
Do you know where a mansplainer gets his water?
Where?
From a well, actually.
Well, how high is this cave thing?
"10 feet wide. 10 feet high."
So she could fly over it if she really wanted to.
Sorry, 30 feet high.
Oh, she definitely could fly over it. She could grab Bali and Orindor in 2 runs and get them over. She's not sure about Twitch and Doc, though.
I don't know. I would think Bally probably weighs way more than Doc does. Bally's, I'm not Bally, but Twitch
Yeah.
is way big.
I thought you were also slight of stature, but I guess you're not, Doc.
No, I'm a husky guy.
Okay.
Yes.
All this time. I thought you were small.
Hey man,
If he
we've
was-
got
Since you've been
padding.
playing this, I thought you were.
If he was slighter in stature, maybe Swag would let it slide, but no, he's not. I think Zoya is technically taller than him, but she's significantly skinnier than he is.
She's also a bird person, which means she's got lighter bones.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Bird brained in the nicest
Alright,
way.
so the floor starts shifting and tilting. You guys are gonna fall into the pit if you don't do something.
How far
That was
across is
tilting
this
forward.
pit?
10 feet. So you should be able to see it on the map.
I'm gonna jump.
Those of you who have dark vision and stuff.
I
I'm
cannot.
just gonna try to jump it.
Now, Twitch wants to jump it. Zoya will offer to carry Bali and Orndor across if they would like to be carried across. If not,
That'd be
she's
great,
just gonna
'cause,
fly
Yeah,
across.
Bali's
I'm
like
not gonna try
already
to
in your
jump
arms,
10
babe.
feet. I don't want to jump 10 feet.
He's already
6'4".
there.
Like the toddler that's clambering up the mom as she's doing stuff.
He got a little tired of just holding onto your wing, and he's like, "Oh, she's like starting to like stretch them and spread them. Like she's probably about to fly. I don't want to like get hit by that."
I wonder if you could like spin around and take somebody out with my wings. That would be cool.
Probably might hurt
All
you
right,
too.
so Roberta, would you read that first paragraph for us?
As part of the move action, you can use athletics to horizontally or vertically jump a distance no greater than your remaining amount of movement. If you take a 10-foot running start just prior to the jump, the DC is equal to the number of feet you are attempting to jump horizontally, or 4 times the number of feet you are attempting to jump.
Okay, so in this
These
case,
people are
it
really
is
in
10
good shape,
feet.
aren't they?
It is 10 feet. So the DC is 10. So
Can Zoya
your
suggest
athletics, is it higher than 10? Twitch?
Oh, let me see. I'm looking. Yes, it's higher than 10.
There you go. So you don't even have to roll. So you'll notice that the if you open up your character sheet and go to your skills, and click on the piezo symbol for athletics, that's where that was. Climb, jump, swim. You just click on those and it gives you more details on how to do that.
Okay. So I jump. See you on the other side.
Creatures with land speed of 35 feet or more gain a +4 bonus athletics jump. I don't think any of you have a 35 movement speed, but one day you might.
So what did Bali and
Alright, so Twitch, go ahead and move yourself on the other side. Zoya and Bali, move yourself on the other side. Or Endor, you're going to let her carry you?
Yep.
Okay. Zoya, what is your strength?
oh, my base
Or
strength?
your encumbrance and stuff on the bottom?
Oh, where's that?
Number of bulk you can use, you can carry.
Where am I? 7?
And how much are you currently carrying?
2.
Okay, no problem. And Doc, what is your
6.
athletics?
My athletics is non-existent.
Okay, so
I am in the fitness protection program.
you have a 50% chance. Somebody want to help?
I'll help.
Is Zoya able to like grab onto his hands flying and give him, I don't know, as he jumps,
A
help
little
kind of swing him? Is that even a viable thing?
You grab him by the ears and you pull him over.
This may be.
I'll roll at it.
Have you ever seen that?
Help.
I'm gonna make my roll. Here we go.
It's like put a rope around your waist and throw it so that you don't fall into the pit. We tied a rope around his waist, threw it over.
I think it's a little bit late
As
for
he's
that now. I
dangling.
don't feel the roll.
He's dangling down the well there.
Alright, so
Well, this isn't good.
Still helping. So how did you get that roll?
I suck at athletics. Even a help would have only been a +2.
Yeah, but there were a couple of us that would have put you right at your 10.
Yeah, but how do multiple people help a fat old man jump across a gap?
Well, one of
Putting a
them gets
rope around your
tips on
waist,
how to move,
holding
and
onto
the
it when
other
you jump
one's
and you
just
fail.
flapping and trying to hold you up.
But that's not going to help me not fail, though.
It's
All
going
right,
to
so
help you
you
get
find
across.
out that this pit is 30 feet deep.
What?
Um,
30 feet is damage. Breaking bones.
oh, first of all, give me a reflex DC 12.
Reflex.
Ah, look
Yeah.
at you. So you don't take the damage, actually. You are able to reach out and grab the ledge. I don't know why they worded it that way. They were like, here's the damage,
And they picked it up.
here's the save.
In the damage. Oh, but JK, there's also something that could prevent this damage. Is that too, I guess.
Alright, so
Doc kind of looked like those videos of the cats. You know, the cat's like on the edge and it's wiggling its butt and it gets ready to jump and it spreads itself out over an open space and falls.
But he
Wait!
catches himself and ends up on one of those like motivational hang in there posters.
So yeah, we'll
Hang
run
in there,
forward and
baby.
grab his hand and try to start hauling him up. She's really not very strong, but she's going to try anyways.
Twitch will help.
Orendor's looking at the.
alright, so with the two
Hang
of
in there,
them,
baby.
they're able to pull you up as
This was killing you, by the way.
a rock falls, or a empty syringe falls 30 feet. And actually, as it falls, a mechanical arm reaches out, grabs it, and pulls it back in. So,
Oh,
Hands it back to him.
pulls it back into the wall.
wow. Okay.
Well, I'm
Could
glad
be
that
a
wasn't
trash.
you.
Could be a trash compactor.
Yeah, that's not good.
Alright, so you have survived the pit.
Pit of gloom and doom.
Close,
Near death experience.
close, close. Let me move the map a little bit. Alright, so you see the passageway extends a little bit. As your eyes starting to
Doc is
adjust.
more humble now.
Those of you with dark vision can see in here. Low light vision does not help. Actually, no, it would right around you, just because Doc and Bali's flashlight provide low light vision, but low light, but the dark vision people can see ahead of you. And you see it goes down and turns to the west, east.
Once again, grabbing on Zoya's wing.
Alright, I'll take the lead. Again. It's a corner. Westy. Somebody's doodling there on the edge of the thing.
So the tokens are unlocked. Go ahead and move yourselves as you're moving.
Is the writing down here? Is that you scribbling your signing name of your all your art? Is that there really?
Sven's trade stamp mark.
Yeah, a little happy symbol, pie sign. Well, that kind
See, it opens up to a room. Some sort of etching on the floor. It's hard to tell from back here.
Cool. Hey, look, it's a electronic version of Twitch.
Okay, is anybody else moving up? There we go. Alright, so this metal room has honeycombed walls, and you see that there are 4 exits, counting the one you came in. There are panels straight across from you, And hold on just a second here. Let me
2, 3.
do one thing here because I forgot to do it. I did it on the GM map. I didn't do it on the player map, which is silly.
You silly boy. Oh.
Okay. It looks like tile flooring. Are they buttons?
Is it granite or marble?
I don't know. I could probably figure it out.
Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay.
Special stuff. It's
Right,
linoleum.
go ahead and close your maps. Be easier that way. I'll just reshare it with you guys centered. I mean, yeah. Shift. Move. So they did one of the thing that bothers me is they drew the map sideways
Why?
so that north was to the left.
That triggers all kinds of. Anybody who was ever in the military or took any kind of topography science courses,
always up.
north is always up.
I didn't do any of that, and that still bothers me.
So there you go. Now it's right. So now as you see the definition.
North is now up, guys.
So
Like
on
it
the
should
south
be in all
walls
things.
are two inset doors, and to the east you see
Nothing. I see nothing. My map is black.
Is it east or west?
so if you close it, I'll share it to you again, and it'll be centered where it should be.
Okay.
We have to close it up again?
No, just
Okay.
Twitch.
I got it. All I did was just reopen it from mine.
Holy fuck.
So the thing on the floor are a bunch of serial lines and symbols, and it looks like some sort of schematic.
Culturally wise, would I know what any of those mean, or they just look like architectural design?
Alright, so you're studying it. Is anybody else studying it?
I would like to take an engineering check to see if maybe I can identify patterns or designs or a purpose.
Okay, well you need to move
Yeah,
into
I'm
the
gonna take
room
the
then.
master. I will certainly
If
do
you're
it.
gonna be studying it.
I can't see, so I'm not.
I'm definitely checking it out.
Alright, so the three of you, as you're studying it, you start to get a minor headache.
I have a headache now.
Any piece
He's ahead of the game.
are all of you trained in computers and engineering, the three of you?
I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, I am too, but I'm not studying it.
alright. So you guys suspect that the etchings are a schematic for, or the abstract representation of, an enormously complex algorithm or machine.
Can Zoya snap a picture? Because she
Could
wants
it be
to.
like Stonehenge, where it's
You can do a video on your comm unit.
Zoya will take a picture. She wants to study
Send me a
this more
copy
later.
so I can send my friends.
Post it on your Instagram.
Right, take a selfie with it.
I have it. And that and many more.
Alright.
6-foot butterfly.
Any idea what this algorithm or machine is designed to do?
No. Beyond that, you can't tell what it is.
It's Ancestry.com for Twitch.
So Twitch, you see,
Yeah.
while they're studying that stuff, over in the corner close to where the broken door is some sort of weapon.
Ooh.
Okay.
See, I do.
So, like over here in the bottom corner?
And
This is
that's
stuff
what it
I'm
looks
in-
like.
Ooh,
The top one.
What are you doing?
fancy schmancy.
Where? What are you looking at?
Over here by the broken door.
Nice.
Oh, you didn't give us
Okay.
a picture?
Oh, he didn't give you a picture. I'm the one who found it. Suck it.
You can
No. Sorry. Getting angsty over here. That's cool.
Antsy.
What does it do?
Twitch is getting
Besides,
antsy.
I said angsty.
Oh, thanks. Sure, I'll look too. What do I see now?
You see it has several rounds in it as well.
I'll roll.
Give me a...
Sorry, Manta, I'm making it hard for you.
what is your background?
Bounty hunter.
Alright, so as the rest of you see her pick this stuff up and stare at it, you guys see she's holding a breaching gun.
Nice.
Most of you don't know what they do, but Twitch would. So a breaching gun uses a scatter gun shell as ammunition against a single target at short range, dealing an impressive amount of damage and tearing through doors and other objects. The most commonly seen in the hands of space pirates who need to blast through plastic interior doors, although expert users can use these weapons to break through airlock doors.
So the police would have them, right?
Nice.
So basically, it's like a super duper cool shotgun. Kinda.
Or a battering
Meant for
ram.
blowing a hole in a wall.
Yep.
Or a battering ram.
And
Four
thus,
people.
it explains why this door has a hole in it.
Why'd you leave the...
I don't get a good feeling that got left here and there's a hole in that door. There's something that's worth getting in there for. But also there's something that also prevented that person from continuing through that door.
Well, maybe they did continue through the door. They used the gun and then set it down.
Well,
There are also two other doors you could test this gun on if you wanted.
There's other doors?
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Well, 3 of them.
One you came in,
entrance,
and then the 2 right by Twitch, and the other on the other side.
Cool.
Well,
Let's
For
go
all
through the
Bali
open
knows,
one
he's
first.
just kind of
So,
standing
right
on a
there is the
platform.
one,
Okay. Well, I already the
and
gun.
here is one.
There's also the hole here, too. It was a door. It was
Correct.
a jar, but now it's a door.
Cool. I'm keeping the gun.
go for
Thank
it.
you.
That's a sick
It
ass
has-
gun.
So I'll put it in a party sheet, and it has 22 shells.
Nice.
So for those of you, I'll share it real quick. For those of you who want to look at it, level 7 does 2d10.
And we have 2 technomancers in here, yeah. Level 7, wow, that's nice. What does it hardness mean?
That's if you ever want to damage a weapon. That's how much you have to break through the hardness first to do damage to the hit points.
Okay.
So if you do
It's
18
like
points of
unzip
damage to this
hardness off of
thing,
it and-
nothing happens. You have to do at least 20 points of damage to hurt the weapon.
I can do that easily.
Everything that you own has hardness and armor class and hit points. So if you look at any of your equipment, you'll see all that has it too.
It's alive. It's alive.
Just knock my drink over. Awesome. Alright, where is party
That
sheet?
sounds.
Fun little thing about hardness and breaking stuff. Bali's Entropic Strike now has the penetrating property, which makes it harder, which makes it easier to break stuff.
Yep.
You're just magical all around.
I mean, that's
Alright, you
That's
can
not
party
it.
sheet now, Twitch, if you want to grab it.
That we know about.
Alright,
These are
so
clothings, right?
there's your breaching gun, worth 680 credits.
1,000 gold.
Have we checked out the further hall a whole lot?
I can't see in there. It's dark.
Alright.
Uh,
I'd also like to know what's
I can
in front
detect
of us.
magic. I can detect magic if you want.
I don't know if we need to, honestly. So, like, have we come across a whole lot of magical anything since we've been here? Like, it's magic kind of, but it's also technology.
I think it's mostly
I'm a
been tech.
technomancer. And technology in one little package with no hand.
Well, but I think detect magic detects magical items, not technological items.
It will detect magical items and hybrid items, which are both
Exactly.
magical and technological,
Go. What he said.
but not pure technology.
Well, do we want to go through a door or we want to go up the hall some more and we'll come back to this door later?
Let's not open any doors until we've already explored what is already
Yeah.
open.
That's fair. I like that plan. So Zoya, well then I guess keep trekking forward. Bobby's still with me?
Yep.
Cool. Probably gonna make our way down the hall.
So you guys came from the
That's
north.
the way we
We came from that way? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, I had to turn the map, so
Oh, yeah, okay,
That's
that's why I'm disoriented. Ooh.
alright, so hold on. As you guys I usually try to wait till at least 2 people get into the room because you guys take forever. A 15-foot wide pit is in the center of this room and the floor slopes down from the outer walls toward it. Hanging above it is a metal crane holding a platform made of metal mesh. You see scorch marks and that are on several black panels on the curved sides of the pit. And it smells like hot glass and melted plastic.
It's a cheesecake factory.
I will
I
never
can't
say
see
no
much,
to
but I
cheesecake.
do not like how this room is smelling. It smells
Is,
dangerous. I don't know.
is that a control panel I'm standing by?
Yes, give me a minute.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
So the walls are still have these made of these black hexagons that absorb light and sound, make it more difficult to see. Your little headlamps are also reduced a bit. Let's see.
Absorbing light.
So only one of you passed.
It's fast.
All right.
I succeeded. So can I tell the purpose of the place? So like a big funnel where the crap into? Or they're
Just
making
passing
things here for the
information to
structure of
Orador.
the. Seems there's some anomalies here, guys. In the
Why?
south wall of Ham.
What?
There's some melted, shimmering things I'm seeing down there. Jeez. Not to be confused with a quiche. Shall I read what I say? Guys, there's some hexagonal niches in the southern, as if melted and just refracted through heat simmers. So it's a freaking cauldron we're standing in.
Does it look like there's a passage on the other side, though?
So, isn't that a hallway? There's no doors there.
So the
Yeah,
things
so this is
you're
not a
talking
cheese
about
factory.
are
It's not a
here,
cheesecake factory.
Orindor. As
Yes.
you walk over there and look at them, you see that's where they are.
That's the southern wall there. So I'll investigate. Just nobody else is doing anything.
I don't know if
Alright,
we
so
know what you're seeing.
Gooey hands of molten lava reach out to her.
as
It's alive,
Bali-
it's alive. Right.
steps up to the edge of the pit, what? Okay. Let me add this. Go ahead and give me a
Oh, she's not.
initiative.
Oh, she's.
Not that one. Get that out of the way, I guess.
You know, I'm okay with taking that 19 if it means that I go before whatever the fuck's trying to attack me.
We're just rolling bad today. Bruh, man.
Bro, we almost got, like, crushed by... We almost got gotten by the Protocyte Hulk. And we got to choose what skills we were rolling. I had plus 11 in everything I tried. Like,
It's just a day. It's just a day. Let's hope the bad air gets away by next week.
bro, for real.
I had plus 13 and 14 in my skills and still couldn't get an 18 and 19.
Yeah,
It's
189.
rough.
Alright, so you see that it has looks like polyfluid in there as you step up closer to it.
Oh no.
And this portion of it reaches up and tries to wrap around your foot.
It's alive. This brain is Abby. No.
Alright, and you are grabbed as you take some damage.
Was that Sven rotating me, or is that somebody else?
I was not rotating you, though.
Okay, somebody is.
You are not knocked down.
I'm assuming you're talking to me, right?
To me.
No, Twitch. It is attacking
Okay.
Twitch.
Oh.
I mean, Bali. As Bali moved forward and looks into the pit, he sees this fluid moving, and it reaches up and grabs him.
He sucks.
Fluids, run! Coming up, run! Reaching, run!
And it starts to move up your waist and cover your bottom two arms.
Can I just
shoot
point
it?
out
Can I
that I
shoot it off
have
him?
+2 KAC versus grapple? I know it's not the actual grapple move, but it's an attack that grapples me.
For now, I'm actually just going to shift you over a little bit because... Shift.
Stop rotating me! Whoever's doing that, stop!
It's not me. Ah, it's
Oh,
a
it's
nice.
cute.
It's a glob.
It's a cutie glob.
It's a big gooby glob.
Good luck, guys.
Have any of you seen Glubber? You know what Glubber is?
No.
That's not Magruder, is it?
Alright, so top
I
of the
don't
second
know.
round, Ollie.
El Mocosa Grande.
Okay. Well, I'm about to leave you guys, but Bali will go ahead and make the first attack. So he's... Where is this thing grabbing him?
It has
He's, like, still on the
engulfed
ground
your legs and your bottom two arms. It's up to your waist.
Can I shoot at it?
Okay, his top two arms are... I don't know. Actually, he only needs one arm for his blade, I think. But yeah, it's one-handed. But he is going to go ahead and turn on his blade. So he brings out his stone sword, and as he does, he presses a button, and it like starts to form cracks and start glowing, because it's a magma blade. And then he's going to try to slice at the polyfluid ooze, like, in between, like, the main body and where it's connected to him, I guess. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And now it's glowing, so
We can make something with that in this taste.
he can see it.
Those numbers on the side of it? Dials?
I don't know.
Yep.
Those probably batteries or something. Anyway, sorry, he's going to go ahead and you know what? We're gonna make this a full attack. Might as well. It's not like he's able to move anyway.
Is it being hindered? I assume?
Yes. Okay. Never mind. But it's lit up, I guess.
Alright, so give me a percentile. Oh, why did it give you the sound? Oh, because you did two of them at once. That's why. Okay.
Nice.
And 17, so no worries. If you were above 76, then there would be an issue.
And that's his turn, and with that, I must leave you. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Hi, Doc.
All right.
So you can see, because Bali's lights light up enough to where you can see what's going on.
I'm going to get over there and have a close, well, maybe not that close a look. I'll stop behind Bali. Wrong turn.
Okay.
I'll say, a creature made of fluid. I wonder how sonic affects it.
So don't forget, it's been a while since you've used your abilities, but you do have that. You can identify things.
I will do that next round. I shot at it this round and was not effective.
Alright, so it hits the crane. Twitch.
I'm just gonna stare at it. No, just kidding. We don't know anything other than it's fluid.
correct. It looks sort of like polyfluid, but polyfluid has never been sentient or moving animated. I mean, this stuff is crawling up his body, trying to get toward his gear and equipment to assemble.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a cryo grenade over there.
All right. So where are you aiming?
Let's see.
It is in a pit. So are you just aiming into the pit?
I'm just gonna aim into the pit. Correct.
All right. So roll a 20. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're fine.
Beautiful. It says that it misses. Is that accurate? Wait a minute.
Nope. Go ahead and roll, it gets a save. So your is DC 10 plus your Dex mod plus half the grenade level. So your Dex mod is 2, so that's 12 plus half the grenade level. So what is the grenade level?
1.
Okay, so its DC is 13. So I'll go ahead and roll a reflex save. DC 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. It's a level 6.
Okay, so that means it's a DC 15. It rolled an 11, so it failed. So it takes full damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
There we go.
Alright, so it drops into it. Tink, tink, tink. And as you see this ooze sort of wrap up around it, it explodes. And this circle of purple looks like a grape slushy for a minute as it takes damage.
Cool.
Alright, Zoya.
Alright. I'm gonna use the cosmic conversion and fling magical nanites as a ranged attack. If it's ranged, do I have to take a step back? Or can I just kind of fling him in there? I don't know how high he is.
It's low. It's in the pit, and it's also next to you because it's on Bali. So you have... It's a ranged spell. Normally, casting a spell adjacent to somebody would prompt an op attack. I'm going to say right now, it is not high enough, so you can cast it just fine. But as far as the range of that, your cosmic conversion is 160 feet for you. So you have plenty of range.
Okay, well, I just wasn't sure, because I know, like, shooting ranged weapons up close can cause disadvantage, so I didn't know if it was the same with magic or not.
No, in Starfinder it prompts opportunity attacks, but like I said, right now it is too low. That may change if it comes up and starts attacking everybody, but right now it's in the pit.
So then I will cast that. There's no saving throw, I don't think.
So if you
No.
look at it, it says saving throw is none. It has.
Yeah. Okay. That's not what I want. I want to roll damage.
You have to make a ranged attack against your target's EAC.
Okay.
This is basically
So that first.
acid arrow with the serial numbers filed off of it.
Damn. Okay. I guess I'm not going to do that. Do we actually have any rope? There's no rope in my inventory, but my inventory is bare because I've not taken the time to actually set up my inventory properly.
What would you need rope for?
I was wondering if I could pull it out and start tying it around Bali to keep him from going further into the hole. Not not this round, but I'd want to pull it out.
You said you'd already strapped him to you, so you could use whatever you had him strapped with. You could use that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine then. So, I guess, does this provide enough? I guess he said it's low enough, it doesn't matter, so she'll get
Correct.
behind him.
Okay.
And that'll be your turn.
Alright. Orndor, are you back? Alright, so he said he wanted to do his pulse caster pistol.
Well, I'm asking.
Oh, there he is. Alright, so what are you doing? This thing has Bali. It is in the pit.
Ollie's in the pit.
Yes,
What,
it's reached up
there's
around
no,
Bali.
I was asking about the postcaster because there's no definition for it. When I bring it up, it brings up my rounds, my bullets. So I was wondering what that does.
Pulse
It's a
caster
smart
is
thing to use.
electricity, so it's 1d4 plus 3e, so it does electric. It's like a
Right.
stun gun.
And would I know what? I mean, I would know what that would be effective or not most for.
So to
As opposed
identify a
to-
creature, this is a I'm looking to see what type of creature it is. Hold on a second. Here it is. All right. Ooze. Life science. So give me a life science check.
Yeah.
Alright, so because this is a rare creature, you're familiar with some oozes, but you're not familiar with this stuff, because like you said, it looks like the polyfluid you guys are carrying around and have back on your ship, and some of these reclaimer creatures have. But you do know that it has the ooze abilities and immunities, and so
Okay.
I don't have that in my immunities notes. So
I just
so it
experiment and shoot it and see what happens. Take my turn.
it's immune to criticals, poison, polymorph, sleep, and stunning.
It's immune to polymorph?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't make that thing look any uglier. So
How did it have hold of Bally? Was it grappling?
It's grabbing him. So it's similar to
it is.
grappling.
So he's
yes.
having to use an athletics or acrobatics check to escape?
He hasn't tried to escape, but yes, he would need to do one of those two things to escape.
Why wouldn't he though?
I don't know. You wanted to just kill it, I guess. You would have to ask him.
He just left. Okay. So I'm asking you, should it be using this weapon or?
As far as you know, they are not immune to electricity, so
Okay,
you should be
might
okay.
give that a whirl then. Might. Where's my thing? Target. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna give it a whirl then. Can I do it again?
Next turn.
Next turn. Oh. Just close your eyes for a minute and
Are
don't
you gonna
look.
move or anything else?
I am not gonna.
All right. Its turn.
Hmm.
Is it creating appendages, or does it seem like it's not?
Yes, it is reached up and wrapped around him. All right.
And
So
then
when it
creating
starts its
another.
turn with a creature, it modifies one piece of the engulfed creature's type of equipment. I mean, technological equipment.
Okay.
Alright, so since she's not here,
Kind of sorry about.
Zoya, give me a 1d4. Alright, so. Let me find this thing. Here it is. Other. Has the first one. Here it is. Alright, so you rolled a 3. It's a weapon. Alright, so go ahead and let's see what happens. Why did it do a d4? Oh, okay. It's the
We're on to
wrong
that.
one. That's not the table I wanted. I wanted this one. Here it is. Nope.
Let's think about a lagging computer that you can see what affects all the dice.
Well, that's stupid. Alright, so give me a d20.
D20.
Nice.
Alright, so it's a d12. I mean, you rolled a 12, I mean. So, 11 to 15. The weapon ammunition is expended. So, the sword he's holding stops being magma.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why she doesn't have this correct. There it is. True. So it is now used. Quick, quick, quick. Alright. Not too bad. Not too bad. Could have been worse. Could have also been better. Because this thing can also make things better. Alright, so what else is it gonna do now? It's going to start crawling up and out. So now it is out, and it's going to count as being in this area for the sake of op attacks and things like that. And it's going to try to attack Doc. so Doc, it is
Ow.
wrapped
Oh,
around your leg and reaching toward your technological items as well. And is 12. Alright, so do you guys want to do one more round, or do you want to stop here since we've short a player? It's up to you.
Let's
I
stop
would,
here.
yeah. Stopping here would be good. I gotta roll out soon anyway.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and stop here. Doc and Twitch, Bali, or I keep saying Twitch because he's very twitchy. But
Yes.
Bali and Doc are enwrapped, starting to be engulfed by this thing. It didn't do any damage to Bali. It's climbing up them and engulfing them to get to their technological items. So,
Polly
It
has
looks
some
like
stuff.
you just gotta throw your computer off to the other side. You get to chase it like a dog, and then we can run the other way.
that's right.
The other creature was eating buildings and stuff too. So this is
Whoever's making these things really likes to make things that eat other things.
That's right.
they're also very simple-minded.
Common theme of this place.
Yep, it is a very common theme. So thank you for playing, guys. Next week we are doing a little bit of Dead Sons. We're getting close to wrapping that up. By that I mean we're about halfway through the last book, and then who knows what will happen after that. We are going to do a one shot, probably by Jingo. I don't like to abuse him, but he enjoys doing it most of the time when he has time. So it's not going to be a while, but we'll see if he wants to do that, or if I can find someone else who wants to do that for that Sunday night. And then in 2 weeks we'll be right back here. So we do have some things coming up in August that we'll have to worry about toward the end of August, I know. But I don't think there's anything else going on before then. So, see you next week. And for Doc, see you in 2 weeks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by, Zinlu and Atomic, for hanging out with us in the chat. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Night.
Hey, good night.